Hi, Andrew Lawless here again, and we are at your fifth and final step to finding your special personal power. Because what we've done so far is we looked at what powers you have, right? So we looked at your inner motivation. That was the seven whys deep, right? Then we looked at a major challenge that you mastered and dissected, what you've done and how you've managed to actually conquer that challenge. Then our third step, we ask our friends and colleagues and people that we trust what they thought your special personal power was or your strength were. And last time, what we've done is we took an independent view by taking an assessment, and you had a link, you had multiple options, and you probably have taken one, right? So what we are going to do now is look at how these strengths make you special. So for example, right, at the end of the last video, I gave you an example for myself. And I told you that my powers or my strength were making unique connections between different concepts, right? Then second, finding shortcuts to applying those new insights, right, in real life. So make it work. And finally, make all of that scalable and teachable so that it can be learned by others, right? So that it serves others. And these are like strengths that not many people have, but that don't make me unique, right? None of that alone or as a group gives me special personal power. And the same is true for you. So whatever you found out about yourself right now, none of that makes you special. What does make you unique is how do you apply those strengths and powers in your daily life, or how have you applied that throughout your life? Coming back to my example is that I used these three strengths that I had, making unique connections, finding shortcuts to apply them, and then make it scalable and teachable so that others can benefit from it. In my case, I use all of that to upgrade my career multiple times, actually changed industries even a few times, right? In order to level up my life. And now that is my main job, right? That's what I'm doing every day, right? So every day I have the unique privilege to work with people like you and others, and amongst them are small business owners and executives and senior directors and even people that are a level below manager, right? But they come to me because they would like to make a major change in their career to level up or upgrade their lives, right? So I am now in a very, very fortunate position to use my special personal power every day to make a difference in other people's lives. And that's exactly what I want you to do. Okay, so, and here's how you do that. So think through, right? Think through your life. So what have you consistently done, right? Ask your friends again. It's like, these are the strengths that are extracted from this exercise. How have I used that, right? Or those in the last 10, 20, 30 years. You may not find that yourself. It's very difficult to actually extract that. The way I learned that was actually not that long ago. I was out there with a friend of mine who I hadn't seen for a number of years, but she's known me for over 40 years, about 40 years, no, 35, it doesn't matter, 35, 40 years. And so I told her what I was doing, and I said, like, a few years ago, I, had this experience and I changed my career and industry. And her immediate response was like, yes, again, So at that moment, I was like, why haven't I seen that before, right? That is my special personal power. Think about it. How many people do you know that were able to change not only their careers, but entire industries? right? And not just industries, while doing that, changing countries, right? So in my case, it was like I've done work in Germany, I moved to the United States, I lived in Ireland, and I've made that work in all the different cultures and languages even. So that is my unique special power. And then making that available so that people like you can learn that, that's where I make a difference. And that's what I mean with like none of the strength and powers that you have uncovered so far by itself or by themselves make you unique. What makes you unique is how you consistently apply those, or have applied those rather, in your life. And your best friends will know. And and when you ask them, they might even have an answer. And you may have a casual conversation, and at one point, they will do what my friend did to me, and they say, "Oh yeah, again, because you do that all the time." And you may think, "Yeah, I've done this all the time because it's so easy and it's so natural." And in my case, it was, why wouldn't anybody change their careers and industries on a regular basis in order to get excited and learn and develop and become a round person and access life from all of these different angles, right? So, but then I've learned after this conversation, when I talked to many of my clients actually said, no, that's why we're stuck, right? So those are people that were like senior directors, VPs, right? Senior VPs, even CEOs of larger companies, billion-dollar companies, who said, no, that is unique. Andrew, I'm actually stuck here because I kind of like stumbled my career up, for one way or the other. It just worked out, but, I would have loved to do other things. Think about it. When we apply for jobs, right? So yeah, employers are asking for like a storyline, and they want to see consistency in your career and typically one area if you can and so on. But is that really you, right? You probably, whatever you do, maybe you are a marketing manager and but you're also good at yoga, right? Or mountain biking or cooking or knitting or collecting stamps, whatever gets you going and whatever floats your boat, right? But you have a lot of other strength also that you apply every day, right? So, and when you look at all those activities, what is it that glues them together, right? So figure that out. So that's your next step. That is your unique or your personal special power rather. And you typically need somebody else to tell you why, because it comes so natural to you, and you said, well, it's not, again, it's like, why would anybody do that? And the thought that anybody could pay you money for this is just so away from you. But then think about it, right? So what do people come to you for and ask you for advice, ask you for help, respect you for, know you for? And it's typically never ever what we think it is, right? So I really thought it was like because I'm a good teacher and a coach, right? Which I think I am. But the special personal power is really to use all of those strengths to help myself and others upgrade their career, level up their lives as a result. So what's yours? And if you're struggling with that, here's my invitation to you. There's a link. If you go to teamlawless.com, so teamlawless.com, and I'll put that link somewhere here in the video, depending on where you watch it. It's either there, or there, right? So depending on where you watch it, there is going to be a link to teamlawless.com, and there's going to be a button. It's a red button. It's called Apply for Success Coaching, or Apply for Coaching, depending on what page you are on. Or even schedule your strategy session. But you go there, you have any button that you like, and you always get to the same form. And you tell me what you want to know about your special personal power. So I'm giving you like a totally free, non-binding, right, non-committal session, like a full session, as if it were a session by a paying client. So you get that full session, and you and I will have a conversation and see what, try to figure out what is your personal special power, right? And typically after 45, 50 minutes, people go, yeah, that was like the most helpful ever. And then they can go on with their life, right? Their lives rather. Others become clients if they want to. But what I really want to achieve here today is that you get that additional value from this mini course, because you gave me your time, and your time is the most valuable resource. And just the fact that you're here and listening to this video right now tells me that you're dedicated and that you have deserved, that final last inch that you need, right, in order to find your special personal power. So do that now, right? Go there and go to the website or click that link here, either here, wherever it is, and fill out that form. And I will reach out, or either me or my team will reach out to you and schedule a meeting, and we'll have a conversation, right? So, and after that conversation, what I really, really want is that when we are done, you absolutely have clarity on what your special personal power is and how you can apply it in your career, in your life, in your relationship, with your kids, right? In your hobby, in your special interest, wherever that may be, right? But I want you to have that. So click that button now, or click that link now, wherever you are. And I'm looking forward to seeing your form and hopefully talking with you soon. If you don't want to do that, it's totally fine, right? So it may take you a while, right? So you may get some confusing feedback from your friends, right? But you'll figure it out over time, right? If you can wait a few months, maybe years. In my case, it did take a few years. But if you have that time and you find where you are, absolutely awesome, right? Stay on the mailing list. You'll get frequent updates, regular updates, and maybe through these updates and tips and mind tricks, and some of them which I will share with you in some of the follow-up emails here. Maybe one day it clicks and you say, oh yeah, it was fun on my eyes all the time, right? And now I have it all. Now it makes sense. So wherever you are, I hope this was helpful, and I'm absolutely sure that you are on your way, because you made so much progress already to finding your special personal power, and now do something with it. Again, if you need a little bit more help and clarity, I'm available to you. If you're ready to go, and in either case, make sure that you live, you matter, and that you stay amazing. Thank you very much. Bye.